Welcome back to Reds Fusion LFC, your home for all things Liverpool. Today we've got massive updates. FSG preparing a 260 million redevelopment, shocking transfer twists, personal terms already agreed for a future defensive star, and huge revelations around Isak, Guhi, and more. Something truly special is happening at Anfield. Let's dive straight in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with every twist and turn in the transfer window. Liverpool preparing planning permission to begin major redevelopment as FSG set to reach 260 mark. Liverpool are preparing to submit planning application on a 20-meter refurbishment of their Kirkby Academy. Liverpool are preparing to submit planning application for a 20-meter refurbishment of their Kirkby Academy, with director Alex Inglethorpe labeling the move as a big statement. It represents the biggest single investment in the base since it opened back in 1998, with the long-serving Inglethorpe talking up his excitement ahead of the plans formally beginning. An indoor dome is set to be built over the main pitch, while a brand new one will be created with a stand capable of hosting 500 spectators. The plans will also include a redevelopment of the medical and sports science functions. Julian Ward, who is the technical director of Owners Fenway Sports Group, is said to have visited up to 25 other clubs in an effort to map out what could be possible at the Kirkby facility, and Inglethorpe, who has been at the club since 2012, revealed more about the development project, which is hoped will be complete by 2028. It's a big statement, Inglethorpe told The Athletic. The owners have embarked on a number of infrastructure projects in recent years, with the redevelopment of the two stands at Anfield, building the AXA training center to put us all on one site here at Kirkby, and giving Melwood a facelift for the women's team to go there. We've always been patient as an academy, knowing where we sit in the order of things, but now it's our turn, and it's really exciting. We've never had a full-size indoor facility before that would match up with a lot of our competitors. While I'm all for toughening them up in the Kirkby wind and rain, there are a lot of days when we have to cancel training or the quality of a session is compromised. It's going to make a massive difference. The 20mm proposal is the latest infrastructure project by owners FSG, who oversaw the building of the 50-meter AXA training center that was officially opened 5 years ago. In late 2023, Liverpool completed their 80-meter redevelopment of the Anfield road end of their iconic stadium, which followed on from the increase of capacity of the 110-meter main stand, which was signed off in September 2016. It means FSG have committed to around 260 meter on building work on club property during their near 15 years as owners, dating back to their October 2010 arrival, when they were known as New England Sports Ventures. We're already reaping the benefits of the changes made this summer, Inglethorpe added. It's important for the boys and their families to see that investment. We're constantly trying to evaluate and innovate. The boys are here from 6 years of age, 4 times a week. You can't lose that magic. You have to find new ways of them really wanting to be here. The padball court is being well used, and it's the same with the cages. Liverpool have already agreed personal terms for defender transfer in 2027. Liverpool saw a late move for Crystal Palace and England star Marc Guehi fall apart at the last minute on deadline day, but work has already been done on another deal. That will be completed in 2 years' time. Liverpool already have the perfect alternative to Marc Guehi, with reports claiming a plan is already in place to re-sign former star Jarell Quansah. The Reds Academy graduate left Anfield in the summer in a 35-meter move to Bayer Leverkusen, and that left Liverpool needing a potential replacement. Guhi was identified as that man, albeit a move collapsed late on deadline day, with Crystal Palace unable to find a replacement. Quansah's eventual Anfield successor could actually end up being Quansah himself. In the deal that took him to Germany, Liverpool managed to slot in a buyback clause that will become active in the summer of 2027. According to the Liverpool Echo, the Reds would then have the chance to bring the defender back to Merseyside for a fee of 51 million. By then, he will be halfway through the 5-year deal he signed with Leverkusen. It is suggested that Quansah has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool that will see him sign a new and improved contract. Quansah, 22, has already made 3 appearances for his new side and scored on his debut. But he currently finds himself without a manager following the sacking of Erik ten Hag. From the moment I walked through the doors of the academy at 5 years old, I dreamed of one day wearing the Liverpool shirt at Anfield. 17 years later, I can now say I have lived that dream, Quansah posted shortly after his Liverpool exit was announced. To my teammates, thank you for welcoming me, pushing me, and believing in me. I've learned so much from sharing the pitch and dressing room with such amazing people, and will never forget the incredible memories we've had. To the staff, the coaches, and everyone behind the scenes, your belief and dedication have always been a constant source of motivation. You have helped me grow not only as a footballer, but as a person as well. And to the fans, your support has always been unmatched. Whether at Anfield or away from home, hearing you sing never failed to inspire me. I will carry that with me wherever I go. Liverpool will always hold a special place in my heart. It's not just a club, it's a family. This is goodbye for now, but I'll always be watching. Once a Red, always a Red. Away from Quansah, Liverpool also pressed on with another plan for the future this summer as they signed promising Italian defender Giovanni Leone from Parma. He is thought to have cost the Reds around 26 meters. Newcastle star opens up on Alexander Isak, decision to make a 125-meter Liverpool transfer. We all think Newcastle United winger Anthony Elanga opens up on Alexander Isak's decision to move to Liverpool for 125 meters on transfer deadline day. Newcastle. United winger Anthony Elanga says he holds no grudges towards Alexander Isak after his fellow Sweden international left for Liverpool on transfer deadline day for 125 meters. Elanga moved to St. James Park from Nottingham Forest in a 55-meter deal in mid-July, shortly before the tension started to become public between Isak and the club's hierarchy. After missing the 4-0 defeat to Celtic on July 19th, new Reds striker Isak then refused to fly out on their tour of the Far East, citing a minor injury, before returning to training at the facilities of his former club, Real Sociedad, without the permission of Newcastle. An explosive statement that cited broken promises and lost trust was released just minutes after Isak was included in the PFA's Team of the Year for the 24-25 campaign last month, and the center-forward eventually sealed his dream move to Anfield. On Monday evening, for a British record fee, Elanga was philosophical about his international teammates' move as John Dahl. Thomason's side gets set to meet Slovenia in a World Cup qualifier on Friday, saying he does not want to be critical of Isak's efforts to leave Newcastle. Isak is a Liverpool player right now, Elanga told Fotbollskanalen, as translated by Sport Witness. I have the chance to play with him in the national team. He had a good career at Newcastle, but right now he is a Liverpool player. Good luck to him. It has been chilled. He had a contract with us, and right now he is with Liverpool. We all think he is a very good player. We lost a good player, but we also signed good players. Hopefully we can look forward and focus on this season. It's his choice. He chose Liverpool. Good luck to him. He is a friend to me and a fantastic footballer. I can play with him in the national team, and that is good as well. Isak could make his Liverpool debut at Burnley on September 14th, ahead of visits the following week from Atletico Madrid in the Champions League and Everton. Something really special is happening at Liverpool. A significant change has taken place. Our LFC jury have their say on Alexander Isak's transfer to Liverpool and the Reds' victory over Arsenal on Sunday. Liverpool enjoyed an eventful weekend. Ahead of the international break, with the Reds making it 9 points out of 9 to start the Premier League season with a victory over Arsenal at Anfield on Sunday. Monday's deadline day then saw the club bring to an end one of the transfer sagas of the summer with the 125 meter signing of Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. The Reds didn't have it all their own way on deadline day. However, with Crystal Palace pulling the plug on a 35-minute deal for Liverpool to sign their captain Marc Guehi at the 11th hour. Nevertheless, there's plenty for fans to be excited about, with Arne Slot's side making the best possible start to the campaign and a record-breaking summer. Here's what our LFC jury make of the events of the past week. An eventful week rounded off what has been an unprecedented summer and transfer window for Liverpool. Simultaneously, it reinforced what looks a healthy platform for 2025-26. While Sunday's victory over Arsenal will be easier to contextualize come the spring, it felt significant. Dominic Szoboszlai grasped the gravity of the situation in several senses. What a free kick, what technique, and what a performance again at right back. He brings so much to the team, a team that found greater balance and promisingly turned the screw in the second half. Going top, while seemingly still finding our feet, bodes well. Confirmation of Alexander Isak's arrival brought further excitement. Patience will likely be necessary, but the new number 9 could prove a genuinely game-changing addition. Marc Guehi's move falling through was undeniably disappointing. That did, though, make Joe Gomez's brilliant cameo against the Gunners all the more pleasing, while a deal for Guehi materializing in the not-too-distant future still appears feasible. Harvey Elliott going to Aston Villa on a loan that may become permanent was sad in some respects. But he's contributed so much to the Reds, the deal reportedly included a buyback clause, and it looks a good next step for him. Heartwarmingly, Diogo Jota's song rang around Anfield after full time. While so much has happened this summer, he and Andre Silva rightly remain prominent. Andrew Cullen, Widnes, A Brothers Red 5. It feels like Liverpool are on the verge of something special. It's too early to say, of course. But there are tremors of something more seismic. For years, we have had to unearth unpolished talent in the transfer market. But this summer, we have grasped the biggest transfer diamonds. As fans, we have watched, over the years, how the big football powers improved their teams after winning major honors. This strategy ostensibly was deployed to maintain one thing: dominance. Our transfer business this summer has provided a window view into the discussions going on behind closed doors at Liverpool. We are building a team to dominate, not a team that will simply be competitive each year. This shift is subtle but significant. Our attacking firepower will now be feared across Europe. It's an attacking lineup that can alter the course of big domestic and European matches. Our defense is the only niggling worry. The drop in quality in defense if Virgil is not on the team sheet is troubling, although I should add what a sensation Szoboszlai has been at right back. He will give opposition wingers a torrid time because he's quick, strong, skillful, and tenacious. It's probably only a short-term measure, but what an asset he will be if he can shape-shift into a full back when needed. A greedy request, I know, given our business so far this year, but I would like us to seal the deal for Guehi in January, if at all possible. If we wait until next summer, there will be many suitors who will be offering first-team football. Although a scary prospect, we do need to think about who will be replacing the best center-back in Liverpool's history in the coming years. Thomas Tuchel reveals crunch talks with Marc Guehi after Liverpool transfer collapse. Marc Guehi has been called straight into England duty just days after seeing a dream move to Liverpool collapse, and Thomas Tuchel has opened up on how the defender has behaved. Marc Guehi has held face-to-face talks with Thomas Tuchel after his transfer heartbreak. England boss Tuchel admitted he wanted to check on Guehi's state of mind after the Crystal Palace captain saw a 35mm move to Liverpool collapse on deadline day. Guhi was left fuming after Palace pulled the plug on the deal but reported up. For England duty on Tuesday, has trained normally and is in line to play against Andorra and Serbia. Tuchel said, "We had a chat with him. He looks absolutely fine, very impressive on the field. He's the main driver of Palace's success, captain and the leader. He's continued this in camp. He handles it with respect and grace and a brilliant attitude. Guhi will now have to wait for a potential move following this summer's drama. He can engage in talks with foreign clubs as soon as January, while he is not expected to sign a new contract with Crystal Palace before then. Guhi, 25, has so far made 23 appearances for England since his debut under Gareth Southgate in 2022. One man that he could find himself playing alongside is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Boss Tuchel has explained why he recalled the midfielder after the AC Milan star's 7-year absence from England duty. Tuchel added, "It was always a pleasure to work with him. Very friendly, very polite, good sense of humor. I'm not sure he is aware of how good he is and how good he can be. He fits in seamlessly. He's shown it straight away and is competing for a place in midfield. It's good to see that he is fit, playing for his club." Meanwhile, Loftus-Cheek has already given his verdict on being back in the England fold under Tuchel, having recounted a specific request made by the German during the pair's time working together at Chelsea. He said, "I remember when he came into Chelsea and he came to me and spoke to me about playing at right wing back. I said, no, 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 no. But I played there anyway. I played many positions under Tuchel, and he values my physicality, so I am used to working under him. He's a very, very intelligent guy, a very intelligent manager, and knows the game so well." England take on Andorra at Villa Park on Saturday evening ahead of next Tuesday evening's showdown with Serbia in Belgrade. Tuchel's side currently sit top of their qualifying group with 3 wins from as many games.